The small diner on the corner of the street wasn't anything fancy. The floors were slightly worn, the booths had seen better days, and the neon sign outside flickered every now and then. But inside, the place was filled with warmth, the scent of fresh coffee, the soft chatter of customers, and the sound of plates clinking against each other. Among the busy waitstaff was Emma, a young woman in her early 20s, moving quickly between tables, balancing trays with practiced ease. She wasn't just working for herself, she was supporting her younger brother, struggling to make ends meet. Even with her own hardships, she never lost her kindness. That's why, when she noticed an elderly man sitting alone at a corner table, staring at the menu with hesitant eyes, she paid close attention. His clothes were old and faded, his hands slightly trembling as he picked up the menu. She could see the way he looked at the prices, the way he sighed and put the menu down. Emma walked over with a bright smile. "What can I get you, sir?" The man hesitated. Just a small coffee, please." Emma glanced at the menu, knowing very well that a single coffee wouldn't fill a hungry stomach. She leaned in slightly, lowering her voice. "You know, we're having a special today. A full breakfast plate for just $1." The old man looked up, confused. "Really? I didn't see that on the menu." Emma winked. "It's a secret deal." The man's eyes softened, and for the first time, he smiled. "Then I'll have that, please." As Emma walked away, she pulled a single dollar from her own pocket and placed it into the register. She didn't know that someone had been watching her the whole time. At a booth near the entrance, Keanu Reeves stirred his coffee, a small smile playing on his lips. Keanu had come to the diner for a quiet meal, something simple and away from the cameras. He had been lost in thought when he noticed the exchange between Emma and the old man. The way she had helped him without hesitation, without expecting anything in return, it wasn't something you saw often. He watched as she placed a generous plate of eggs, toast, and bacon in front of the old man, along with a steaming cup of coffee. "Enjoy," she said softly. The man's eyes glistened as he picked up his fork. He didn't say much, but the gratitude in his expression was undeniable. Emma continued her shift, moving from table to table, taking orders, clearing plates, never once showing how tired she really was. Keanu leaned back in his seat, thinking. He had seen kindness before, but there was something different about this. This wasn't just about a free meal, it was about dignity, about making someone feel valued. And yet, Emma went about her work as if it was just another day, never expecting thanks or recognition. Keanu nodded to himself. He had made up his mind. He signaled for the bill, but before leaving, he stopped one of the other waitresses. "Hey," he said, slipping a $100 bill into her hand. "That waitress over there, Emma, what's her story?" The waitress blinked, surprised. "Oh, Emma? She's one of the hardest workers here. She takes care of her little brother on her own. Works double shifts most days." Keanu's jaw tightened. He had been right about her. She wasn't just kind, she was carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. And yet, she still had enough heart to help a stranger. That's when he knew exactly what he was going to do. The next morning, Emma arrived at the diner as usual, tying her apron around her waist. It was just another day, at least, that's what she thought. She didn't notice the black car parked outside or the man sitting in the same booth as yesterday. But the manager did. He hurried over to Emma, his face pale. "Emma, do you know who's sitting over there?" Emma turned her head and froze. Keanu Reeves was sitting there, looking right at her with a small smile. She blinked, confused. I waited on him yesterday, but I didn't even realize." Before she could finish, Keanu stood up and walked toward her. The entire diner fell silent. "Emma, right?" he said, his voice warm. Emma nodded, suddenly feeling nervous. Yes?" He smiled. "I saw what you did yesterday. The way you helped that man. You didn't know anyone was watching, but you still did it. That says a lot about you. Emma's cheeks flushed. It was nothing, really. He just looked hungry. Keanu's smile deepened. Exactly. And that's why I want to do something for you. Emma frowned, confused. What do you mean? He reached into his jacket and pulled out an envelope, placing it gently on the counter in front of her. This is for you, he said simply. Emma hesitated before picking it up. Her hands shook as she opened it, and when she saw what was inside, she gasped. Inside was a check for $50,000. Emma's breath caught in her throat. I don't understand, she whispered, staring at the check. Keanu chuckled. It's simple. I want you to have a chance to breathe. To take care of yourself and your brother without struggling. Emma's eyes welled up. But I didn't do anything to deserve this. Keanu shook his head. That's where you're wrong. Kindness like yours. It's rare. The world needs more people like you. Emma wiped at her tears, her hands trembling. I can't take this, it's too much. Keanu smiled gently. Consider it an investment. Because I know that whatever you do with this, it's going to be something good. The manager, who had been watching the entire thing, finally found his voice. This is unbelievable, he murmured. The other waitresses stood frozen, their mouths slightly open. Even the customers in the diner seemed to be in shock. Emma swallowed hard, looking up at Keanu. I don't even know how to thank you. Keanu shrugged. Just keep being who you are. That's thanks enough. Emma let out a shaky laugh, clutching the check to her chest. I don't think I'll ever forget this moment. Keanu smiled. I hope you don't. Word spread quickly. By the end of the day, the entire diner knew what had happened. Customers came up to Emma, congratulating her, telling her she deserved it. Even the old man from yesterday returned, shaking her hand and thanking her again. You changed my day, he told her. And now, someone's changed yours. Emma quit her second job that very night. She took her little brother out for dinner at a place they had never been able to afford before. And for the first time in years, she went to sleep without worrying about how she would make it through the next month. Keanu, meanwhile, walked out of the diner with a quiet smile. He hadn't done it for the attention, he never did. He had done it because he believed in people like Emma. Because sometimes, the kindest hearts needed a little kindness too. If this story moved you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss another inspiring story.